Good morning. It is 6:34 a.m. My name is Carter Dvorak, and this is a day in the life of me. All right, so again, my name is Carter. I am a senior at Saugatuck High School. I'm 18 years old, and I have Simplex. And so often what that means is I get blisters when there's a lot of heat outside or when I have friction on my skin or like doing physical activities. I can get pretty often blisters. Mostly that means bandaging, something we'll get into in a minute here. But right now, I'm really excited to take you into a day of the life. It's Friday, woo, right? That's always a win. But I'm going to be taking you guys to school, which is going to be really fun. Kind of showing you some cool stuff happening over there. And then I think I've got a couple other fun surprises in store for the afternoon. So I'm excited to take you along with me. But first things first, I have to kind of get ready. I've got my hair done. I've got, the apparel ready. But I need to do bandaging. For me, when it comes to bandaging, it's almost partly preventative measures as much as it is like treatment. Is especially if we pop blisters. I pop my own blisters. And so in that regards, I do use bandages and Neosporin to treat those and to help those basically heal. However, I also, if I'm wearing shoes or if I'm doing physical activity like I am today in a couple places, I basically bandage my feet as much as possible to avoid hitting pressure points. If I know the pressure points of my shoes that I'm wearing, I know the spots where this is where it's going to hurt the most. These are where the blisters often come from this set of shoes. I will throw, some bandages in those areas, kind of bandage up as many pressure points that I know of so that I don't get blisters. I've definitely, as I've, continued to learn and manage EB, I've become a lot better at preventative measures than just treatment measures, which is really quite nice. But I've got to basically bandage my feet today, and then we will be off to jazz band. So I'll see you then. So we're here this morning for jazz band. Woo! I'm gonna get the drum set stuff now. There, it's all behind me. Okay, so we put together that drum set. We then took that drum set down. We had about 3 hours at the school, and now we had marching band come and go. So that was fun. On my drum. Hello, Elliot. Hi. So yeah, we're gonna go do pre-calculus and then go home. So cool. All right, so school is out. I feel like I haven't shown you a whole lot in that regard, but so we did band. I didn't give an opportunity to talk about what I actually do in band. You just kind of saw me with the drum for a second. So here is what an actual show looks like. And like, how cool is that? I love that I get to do this thing. It's so cool and exciting. This is my first year actually marching because of EB and my skin condition and blisters and such. Usually I'd be off to the sidelines playing in the pit. We don't really have a pit this year, and I kind of felt, I think, ready to march for my senior year, and so loving it, loving every second of it. Now, out of school, it's Friday, we're gonna actually head to a corn maze, meet up with some kids, and have a fun time over there. So I will see you at the corn maze. We have arrived to the corn maze place. I need to go get my tickets and then find my people in the corn maze. So we'll see how that goes. We're entering the corn maze. How do we feel about entering the corn maze? Good? Excited. Okay. Woo!
A few moments later.
We lost part of the group. Hi, Carter. Hi, Joe. So we lost part of the group, and now we have to find them. So we're trying to figure that out. We've got a visual. We got him. We found him. Like over the course of the day, you've seen as my hair has gone from like attempted to be styled to just, it's there, it's wet and it's there. But we are heading out of the cornfields. We're out of the, we went to, had a great time, had some cider donuts and some classic cider and such. Always a lovely time. I'm heading back to my car and we're gonna see where we go from there. But it's been a fun time. Blisters and feet are kind of at the moment, but nothing that the bandaging this morning absolutely helped, and nothing that I can't really manage, and nothing that wasn't kind of worth it for this experience, if you know what I'm saying. Basically, what I'm saying is that, like, EB, I think, presents us with a challenge in the day today, in doing a lot of things that a lot of people who don't have EB would be able to do easier, and it kind of asks us to make more of a choice when it comes to things, right? And I think that I've gone both ways, right? I've gone to friends' birthday parties and they all play paintball, and I'm like, I can't do paintball because of EB, and I sit out, and I kind of today I was like, I could. My feet aren't the greatest, but I thought it'd be fun to run around the corn maze for an hour and try and find my group of friends, and so I did. And like, I'll get blisters, maybe, possibly, but I know how to treat them at this point, and so I think it's really interesting as EB kind of presents kids with a choice, or more so a greater sacrifice to do the things that they want to do, and that sucks, right? Like, I wish we didn't have to have that, but I think there's a little piece of it where it means that what the doing the stuff that we love, we're giving up something, right? Whether it's, for me, it's blisters or my feet, or it's something else for whatever, if you have EB, for doing whatever you're doing, and you know that. But I think it also kind of means that we're that much more dedicated to things, right? I think you can really learn to enjoy that even more, or just kind of, like, I see a lot of love and enthusiasm in EB kids and doing the things that they do because they have to have it, right? Because they have to do that thing. Otherwise, they're risking blisters or skin tears or anything else that might come from it. And so to do something that they love, they have to want to love it that much to do that. And I think that's, in a weird way, beautiful. Again, I wish it wasn't the case, but I think that it kind of leads to, EB kids really loving what they can do because they're willing to put in that sacrifice. And so on that note, we're going to head over to like a dinner thing in like 45 minutes. So we're going to go home, shower, fix this mess, and head over to that. And we're still in the car, but it's different because I have new glasses and new hair. And so we are off to now a dinner with friends, which I'm very, very excited for. So come along with me. Let's go hang out. And we made it. So let's come out of this car and head on over there, shall we? It was so cool taking you all with me on this fun, crazy Friday. I had a wonderful time. It was full of unexpected things. I didn't plan on going to a corn maze or a dinner this morning when I first recorded this vlog. And so it's very cool to have done those things and taking you along with them. I hope that you enjoyed that with me. Thank you for spending the time with me, for just kind of hanging out. I hope this was a fun time for you as much as it was for me to make all of this. And I just had a wonderful time. And I do want to acknowledge that I am filming this a couple days after Friday, and with that, hindsight, I guess, or something like that, I made a prediction after the corn maze that my feet would probably not be great after running around, and they weren't. I got blisters, and I had to pop them last night, and now I have to bandage them and soak them and do all that kind of stuff, and I'm walking with a little bit of a limp today. I'm wearing my Crocs. Oh my gosh, I love my Crocs so much. The weirdest thing is how I've been wearing Crocs my whole life because of EB, and now they're in the modern fashion world, and I think that is baffling to see. But my tidbit to you is if you have EB, if you want a comfortable shoe, wear Crocs. They're exceptional at that. But aside the point, I've got blisters, and that prediction came true. And it kind of just continued to remind me of doing these things and why I do these things and the choices that myself and a lot of all the EB kids have to make in doing the things that we want to do is kind of weighing out how EB plays into all of it, because it does, whether we want to or not. Unfortunately, EB is a factor in our lives. It's something to consider. It's something that we have to be aware of, to have knowledge in, and to make the judgment in a lot of things of, can I do this? Do I want to do this? Yes. How is EB going to play into it? And I do that a lot. I have to do that every day. It's become almost more subconscious than conscious. But, do I want to do marching band? Yes. Can I march with EB? I don't know. Let's do the pit for a couple of years and not march. And then, okay, I think senior year, I'm ready to march. And so I'm doing that. And I just know, like you saw this morning, I have to bandage my feet every day. And so do I want to run around a corn maze? Yeah. Is that going to give me blisters? Probably. But I want to run around and enjoy this moment. And it's gone again both ways. I've gone to friends' birthday parties where they're all playing paintball. Can I play paintball? Probably not. So I'm gonna sit this one out, and that's just what I kind of have to do. And I think in a weird way, like I said earlier, in these choices, to make a choice to risk EB, blisters, or whatever else your EB brings, you gotta really want to do something. Otherwise it's all for naught, right? Otherwise we're getting blisters or negative effects from EB for nothing. We have to love the things that we want to do. And I think in a weird way, or in a kind of beautiful way, it brings this enthusiasm to EB kids that I see in not many other people, of really loving and doing the things that they do because they love them, because they have to love them. Otherwise, again, you're getting blisters for naught, at least in my case. And so in a weird way, that's kind of beautiful. Maybe I'm just a person who looks at the silver lining a lot, but I think I see that in a lot of EB kids, is their enthusiasm and their love of doing the things that they love because they have to love it, because that's kind of the only way we do things, as I've been saying. And so I think that in a weird way, that's cool. It sucks, and I wish it wasn't the case. Again, I wish that none of us had to deal with EB, but unfortunately we do. And so in that, it means we really got to love the things that we love and do them, because if not, why not? Right? Why are we doing these things if we don't love them, if they're just going to give us blisters? And so in a weird way, I think that's kind of beautiful. And if you're somebody with EB, I kind of hope I think you know this, right? I feel like I know this, and I feel like you probably do as well. And if you're somebody without EB watching this, and somebody with EB, thank you again for spending the time with me. But if you don't have EB, maybe you got referred to this by a friend, or you know somebody who does, thank you for watching this, right? For kind of going into the lives of seeing how EB affects somebody on the daily life. I think it's cool to do that and to learn about that. It's important to be aware of these kind of things, especially for something like EB, where, at least for me, I feel kind of alone in EB. I don't know anybody really who has EB, and I know very few people who know of EB, especially those who aren't in like doctors or the medical field or have some connection to it. And so I hope that maybe this brings more awareness to EB. I hope for EB kids, myself included, and for all of you, that this helps you feel less alone, like I've felt alone sometimes in having EB, that you can see that other people have it and deal with it and peer into their lives. And I'm excited to peer into the other people's lives who did these videos and have done this project as well. Thank you to Debra for giving me this opportunity to get to do this. I think it's wonderful and lovely, and this was so very, very fun. And I do want to say, if you're interested in hearing more of me and kind of what I do, I have a podcast. It's symbolized by this mug. It's called Positivity, and it's kind of more about what I've been talking about, but good news and seeing the silver linings and seeing the hope and the good and the beauty in things that aren't always great, because it was a podcast birth out of the pandemic, which was something that wasn't great, and I wanted to kind of bring notice and bring awareness to the hope and the good still happening through this time. And so I hope that this was a fun addition to your day. I hope that you just had a good time watching this. I had a great time making it. So thank you again. Have a wonderful day. You will never walk alone. I will see you around. Bye.